All right, good evening, everyone. Great to have you all here. MWR Spartans. It's an honor to be here. Oh, there it is. The man of the hour, Dr. G.W. Parker. Good evening.
Sparta! How?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Hey, I don't know if you all remember, if you have watched the movie when what's his name? The leader, right? I forgot his name, but he talks to two groups, right? The group that is asked first, what do you all do for a living? And everybody started to respond, I do this and I do that and I do this and I do that, right? So that only comes to my mind, when we have other endeavors and responsibilities, we think about that first. But then he asked his team staff, hey, well, so what do we do, Spartans? Oh, right. Everybody responded, with that energy. And I think definitely our team is positioning to be in that direction where, you know what, 2026, Dr. G.W. Parker, the way things are headed with the company, one sound, one sound, one beat, one sound. I know for a fact that we're going to go places as to the duplication aspects of what we have. So, Dr. G.W. Parker, I give you the microphone and let's light it up.
Good deal, Fernando. Once again, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this training with you guys. I'm excited to be here. I mean, you were on the platform on Monday night. You heard the news. I mean, you see the development. You see what's happening. You go to your back office now, it's different. The website is different. There are more changes being made. There are more things that are going to be added to what we have to make it even easier and better. The whole idea with this whole concept of improvement is to help you market your business, to help you generate more income, to get it in front of more people. With these new systems that we've got, these toys, we're going to make a lot of money because we're going to have the ability to get in front of people. And we know it's a numbers game. And we've got to play the game, but we play the game of large numbers. So that way we ensure that we win, because the law of large numbers is always going to work in our favor. And so we're here tonight. But Fernando, I thought about this afternoon on my way back home. I was like, what platform exists that allows you to participate in content 6 days a week as it relates to growing your business, right? That's what we've been able to put together. And that's what we've been doing for 3.5 years now. And I'm convinced that's why you see the level of success that we're having, and the growth that's happening, the explosion that's taking place, because we laid the foundation, we created the structure. And I was on the phone with a young lady on yesterday who is joining the business. And I said to her, you'll never walk away from this team feeling that you didn't get all that you needed in the way of training, inspiration, motivation, guidance, direction. We're going to hold your hand through this entire process, and we're going to give you a place to land every night of the week. 6 nights we're here. And I mean, even on Saturday during the day, we got a half day full of events, starting with the reading club, going into our overview, and then going into training again. We've got some leaders on the platform tonight who have stepped up, and they want to be a part of this apparatus that we created, and we gladly welcome them to be a part of it. And we're going to showcase their talents as well, because there are a lot of leaders in this organization, and I see the names here tonight. And guys, so yeah, let's get ready. Let's finish what we started. As Fernando said, 2026 will be the best year of our lives.
Looking forward to it. So great to see the names are adding up. Leaders are coming in. The good thing about what we have is we just call out the event and leaders show up, right?
Yeah.
So we did that. We didn't have to convince anybody to get here, because the intention of what we do, ladies and gentlemen, in 31 years that I've been a part of this incredible industry, is the goal is not to get you, having someone that doesn't want to be a part of what we do show up. Everybody that shows up over here, they do it voluntarily. And it's a voluntary army. So, and we have dedicated ourselves to do this for the last 3.5 years, going on 4 years, where we have consistently show up to trainings. And as a matter of fact, we got openings. Okay, if you want to be a part of our training group, if you want to be a part of our presenters, if you want to be a part of our readers, we have everything lined up. All right. Obviously, we're going to ask you to position yourself and pay very close attention to the details in regards to the trainings, the presentations. Give me a quick second. I'm seeing an open camera here that is distracting me just a little bit. All right. So that's what we're trying to do. The goal is to be able to duplicate, to reproduce the efforts of an organization. See, the main objective of our trainings is to build an organization where everybody that plugs in makes money. That's the intention of what we have. That's why our company is simplifying things. They're systemizing things to the point that the ones that don't follow the system are going to be left out, and you're going to be exposed. Okay. So I don't know how many of you have done your due diligence in our platform now that we have our training materials. We have we have the recording. It's a 43-minute video, English and Spanish. Also, we have a view of the information that you're listening to. I was trying to do both at the same time, Dr. W. Parker, meaning paying attention to what Mike had to say and then going through the platform to be able to kind of back up what he was saying. And I think once we get used to what we have in regards to our training and what is expected from us, I think we're all going to run pretty well with this. We're going to be able to filter people through the process where you know who you got in front of you. Okay. And now, Dr. G.W. Parker, I've been asked, obviously, in regards to our training, what we're adding in addition to in the next week or so. There's still some stuff behind the scenes that are being worked on, right?
Yeah, that CRM system that we talked about, that is going to be rolled out. I spoke with Brian House as early as today, and it looks like next week is the target date that we'll have access to that. And that's going to create that drip campaign. That's going to create that meeting notification for you. That's going to allow you to track everybody that you've invited that shows up to one of the MWR platforms, whether it be training or overview. You'll have the ability now to follow up. So you're going to get email notifications as these things are happening. I think that's pretty neat. I mean, that really helps us track, because it's a guess. In many cases, when you get on these platforms, you've invited guests, and sometimes you can't see who's here And you can't see all the names, and particularly if you're not running the platform. But now you have an opportunity to be able to access all of that information and do the proper follow-up to close people out. So I'm excited about that. So guys, we're just getting started. There are more pieces being added. This thing is, we're taking now MWR to the 21st century. With automation, with technology, we're getting ahead of the curve on this thing, because the industry has changed in so many ways. And we've got to be able to kind of keep pace. And again, these instructions have come from men and women in the industry who are making $250,000 a month. I mean, can you imagine that? So these guys know what they're doing. I'm going to trust the system, Fernando, and I'm going to follow the system, and I'm going to do my, do the necessary work to make sure that it works. And I'm asking the team, let's run this system, let's run this play for the next 90 days. And see what kind of results we get, and let it prove itself out. But without deviating from the plan, let's stick with it. I mean, religiously, consistently for 90 days and see where this thing can take us.
All right. So Dr. G.W. Parker, I'm going to go to our back office so we can kind of pull it up and comprehend a little bit more and digest together as team leaders, what the company has in store for us in regards to the system in place. There is a 4-minute video. Dr. G.W. Parker, can you see my back office?
I see the screen. Your back office is live. Yes, sir.
Perfect. So basically where you find the tools is right here where it says toolbox, and then you hit on the button training. I don't know if any one of you has taken the time to watch the Marketing Director Revenue Sharing Plan. It's a 4-minute, 39-second video. Okay, and it's important that we understand this because the compensation plan is simple. I don't think it's complicated, but a lot of people that see big numbers and they see, what we get paid on, if we don't know how to break this down on a simple level, every time we're asked a question, we're going to be confused about it. And the objective is for you not to be able to answer all the questions, but to partner up with someone that can help you and lead you in the right direction to be able to get people that are attracted to something like this. Now, here's one thing that I know about this compensation plan. Anybody that knows network marketing, in 31 years of experience, Dr. G.W. Parker, I've never seen a compensation plan as rich as this one.
Fernando,
the other thing is, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, you go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I was going to say, I mean, for me personally, we could stop right here. This is what drew me, and this is what keeps me. It's the ability to generate this level of income at record speed. This thing is built for speed, and you don't need a whole lot of people to do it. In your practice company, in order to hit some of these levels that you'll see in this revenue sharing plan, you had what, 20,000 plus people in your organization, and to even that many people wouldn't have paid you what this revenue share plan paid you if you had 20,000 people in MWR right now.
Exactly. And not only that, Dr. G.W. Parker, but the thing about it is, how many of you guys have heard of the word retraction or chargebacks? See, we used to make those figures. We're talking about 21,000 people strong, generating $50,000 a month, average 30, 40 sometimes. But we did have a lot of retractions. So if you were expecting to receive a check in a week of about $8,000, $10,000, $12,000, sometimes you would have to suffer the consequences of retractions. See, this is what I like about our compensation plan. What you see is what you get. If your structure lose a little bit of, volume in a leg or something like that, I mean, they're not going to give you any chargeback. They're going to pay you everything, but you got to track your numbers every single day. This is your cash register. You got to track your numbers morning, afternoon, and evening. We're constantly checking our numbers in our back office. So anytime there's a little bit of shift and changes that we have to create and we have to do to create a level of urgency to be able to hold our residual income. I mean, I love this because getting retracted, it's horrible. I mean, they give you some time to work things out, see if you're able to get some people activated. Right here is what you see is what you get. And those are the things that I liked about what I see in this compensation plan. It doesn't expire. It runs 365 days. In other companies, Dr. G.W. Parker, you would have to start over again the following month. On top of that, you couldn't rank up if your people didn't rank up. Right here, you can rank up whether your people rank up or not. You can still rank up. So you control the compensation plan here. And, the speed of the leader obviously is the speed of the team. And the faster you go, the faster your people are going to go. It is obvious that we want to be able to structure teams so they can move up with us. But sometimes if you get a team that is a little slow, you can kind of replace things with your own effort until you find leaders to be able to supply that effort. And having this system is going to be way, way much more easier to be able to attract leaders in our team. All right. So this video, how many of you, by the show of participation in the chat, have watched this 4-minute video in 39 seconds? If you can put number 1 in the chat. Anybody?
I tell you what, if they haven't, they need to. Tonight might be a good night, my friend. But look, Fernando, what I wanted to say also, when you look at the legacy bonus, right? As you grow your organization, 3-star executive director, that opens up all the income opportunities that are associated with the revenue sharing plan. So now you're making $30 on everybody that joins your organization, whether you sponsor them or not. But here's the separation. $30 on everybody that joins your business, whether you sponsor them or not, through unlimited levels. I don't care if it's person 1,862 2 years from today, you're still going to pick up that $30. And it goes on, depending on where you're ranked, $60, $70. You're hitting these levels and you're getting paid. But here's the beautiful part about it. Let's say you're at a 2-star regional and the coding is $70 for everybody that joins your organization, right? Let's say you lose a few people and you're no longer a 2-star, but you're a regional. That coding is $60. But because you've already achieved the rank, MWR does not take it away from you. Anybody that joins your organization, you're still picking up the coding at whatever level you were at your max. That's insane to me. You don't lose anything.
You sure don't. And it pays from $30 all the way up to $150. So you're going to be override. You're going to be actually doing your part when you bring your directs, and then you're going to be overriding. So if you're generating $30 infinite, what is it? They pay this bonus pays infinite levels, right? It's a stock.
Through
That
infinity,
organization
my
is.
friend.
It's still going to roll up to you those $30, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes.
So understanding this compensation plan, and you know what? I see the participation in our group. They've taken the time to watch the video. I see a lot of ones, and then I see someone here that put, let me see, I saw 4 or 5 times. Embry, wow, he taken the time to watch this video 4 or 5 times. So see, the more we're able to see this information and comprehend it, the language that you just talked about, Dr. G.W. Parker, if you haven't watched the materials, it sounds like I've never heard it before. It sounds like I don't know what Dr. G.W. Parker is talking about. We want you to get so good in comprehending what the compensation plan holds. Why? Because the more you're able to hear the information, you don't sound confused. And remember, we got to be so knowledgeable in understanding the basic things of the system and comprehend all the details of the system so we can duplicate it. We're going to see exactly who's saying what are we hearing. If what we're hearing doesn't make sense, we can make the adjustments and correct things. That's why these trainings, you shouldn't only do them here with us, but you should do them with your teams, huddle with them. Hey, welcome on board. Have you been to and go over this website, go over the system with them, sit down with them for a cup of coffee, listen to the information. And that's how you start to establish and build relationships when we do these kind of things together. So anyone that is here today, what we need to do basically is start huddling with our teams every single day. The more people that we add in the pipeline, the more systematic we got to get. We got to show them exactly what is it that we expect from them to do. Dr. G.W. Parker?
Well, listen, Fernando, here's another piece that fascinates me about this revenue share, the plan that we're operating within. You sponsor your first 3 business owners and 1 outside customer. You just locked in daily guaranteed income, right? $150 a month. But here's the thing, that's $5 a day. From $5 a day to as much as $15,000 a day, you actually can get that done if you've got your front line squared away, your 3 business partners, 1 outside customers. The rest of the revenue can be generated by you sponsoring customers all the way through to the bottom to $15,000. That's to me, that's another piece that's insane. And it's just fascinating the way they've set this thing up. And it is built for speed. You don't have to sponsor a lot of people to make this thing work. You just got to find a handful of serious individuals that are sick and tired of being sick and tired and want to run to the hills with you on this thing. They lock arms with you. And I told a guy the other day, as much as I love the services, as much as I love the investment vehicles, the DCA, the silver, I love all of those things. But in order for me to maximize the investment piece, I've got to have the monies from somewhere to do it. So I take advantage of the service. It puts money back into my pocket. They offer us an opportunity to secure business funding. It's fundable 360. That's $50,000. Pursue that if you care to. But here's the thing. All of the issues that I face in my financial life, money could fix them all.
Exactly.
There's nothing that you and I may be up against right now that a few $100,000 couldn't resolve very quickly. So where do we get the money from? You're looking at it. This is where it comes from. You generate the level of income that you need to resolve all the issues that you face so that you can get on with the work that you've been called to do. And then they offer you the opportunity. Listen, so my commitment moving forward is $159.95 per month. How do I make that disappear? Refer 3 members. That's it. Or go the other route. Sponsor 3 business partners. At that point, it's a wash. So exactly. I think these guys have thought of everything.
They sure have, because see, the thing about us here tonight, and I'm not going to ask, the show hands, but if you know that the first thing that you need to do is take away the monthly investment on the membership, that is the first thing that you should be thinking about, is how to refer 3 potential customers. See, and I know that we have a compensation plan that is so rich, but it gives you the opportunity to leverage. Say, for instance, Dr. G.W. Parker, if somebody is not too sure about the compensation plan, but wants to make a good use of the services, we can always upgrade them, right?
You can upgrade, and there's no window of time. It's totally up to the individual. I've had people join me as a customer, and a year later they pay the $100 and they upgrade and become a qualified marketing director. That's the beauty of it. There's a great deal of flexibility here, and that's why we encourage people kind of get in where you fit in. Start where you're comfortable, and then grow the business from there. If you decide that you want to transition from a customer to an account executive or a qualified marketing director, you have the ability to do that. And many people do it. Here's why. Because they gain confidence in the platform as they are using the services. Their credit scores are going up. They're saving money on taxes. They're eliminating debt sooner rather than later. So that's an easy thing to talk about for them, because they've got results in hand and they can share those results with others. And what do those people want to do? The exact same thing. And as it relates to this $159.95 ongoing expense to operate my business, I want to tell you this, because I referred not only 3 customers, I referred 5. Why did I refer the additional 2? Ron, that was my cushion, just in case one of the 3 didn't pay, because the 3 need to remain active. But I have never, nor will I ever, pay $159.95 to be a part of this opportunity. Never. You don't have to.
That's exactly what you did, and I followed through. I was so coachable, and I always heard you say that. I go, I got to do exactly what he does, because if he's teaching me to do those things, it's important for us to be able to understand it. But here's some of the things that, a lot of people can face. Let's talk about the reality of being in the field, right? If we have somebody that says, right now, Dr. G.W. Parker, I don't have $259.95, but I do have $159.95. Here are some of the things that I would consider to selling the benefit of getting started as a customer right away. I say, listen, if you don't have that right now, do you know 3 people that are like-minded that would be interested in learning more about what you're going to be doing by activating your services? So the first thing is, how can I take the $159.95 away as a client and start working on their list of contacts? Right away, build a list of contacts. Let's go find other people that are like-minded, that have the same needs that you have, so we can walk away from the $159.97. Now we can reinvest $100 from the $159.95 per month, where you can actually upgrade, right? Creating an upgrade, the benefit.
Yeah, and think about. Go ahead.
Or Dr. G.W. Parker, also reinvest that money in precious metals. You see how we can create a sense of urgency by having them walk away from the $159.95 a month?
Oh, no question about it. I mean, you think about it. When you begin to access these services, the whole goal of the service apparatus is to put you in a position where you're making more than what it's costing you to participate, right? So how do we do it? We save you money on taxes. We put that money back into your pocket. We've got Bill Shredder and all the other components where we're lowering the cost of your cell phone, internet, cable, satellite. Put that money back into your pocket. We start to eliminate debt. We increase your credit score. Now we have the ability to refinance those high interest rate loans and put the difference of that money back into your pocket. So it's costing you 150 and you've not referred three yet, but we're going to put more than $150 back into your pocket pretty quickly, from 200, from 700 to as much as $2,000 a month. I mean, you think about that. Is that not a good investment? If I say to you, Fernando, you pay $159.95 per month, and for that, we put $2,000 a month back into your pocket. Who's not doing that?
Exactly. I mean, everybody. See, the thing about it is we got to create so much sense of urgency for people to activate their services. I mean, that's what I did eventually, right? First, I activated the compensation plan. You went the other way around. I needed to activate the compensation plan because I said, I'm going to do this full time right away. I'm not going to, I come from a practice company. I says, right away, we got to make enough to be able to hold our responsibility. So we did that. But in addition to activating our services, we activated our tax services. It took us about a month to do that because we were so busy building. But I figured, I go, why don't we take this for a test drive? And we ended up saving, $22,500 from $30,000 that we owe the IRS. So that right there, if you divide it right now, as a matter of fact, it's still paying for my membership if I just chose to go that route.
Wow.
Right.
It's a big deal, my friend. I mean, again, as you say, I took the other route, meaning I jumped on the services first, simply because the revenue sharing plan that we're operating from now didn't exist. We weren't doing this. We weren't paying out this kind of money initially 8 years ago, 8.5 years ago. So, and I needed the services in my life immediately. But think about it: $350 saved in taxes, money I saw on my check 2 weeks later, enhanced my credit score by 128 points. Took 25 years worth of debt and was able to get that paid off in 5 years using this system. And now with the ability to generate income because I refer people to the platform, but all those savings now can be funneled, which they have been, DCA, the PRA. I did all of that. And now I've got additional funds that I can put toward my silver investment, which is going to give me a return. I mean, talk with Randy Christensen to hear his story. He got his check the other day and it was huge. In just a few months from one investment, he's been able to put himself in a position where he's got a strong monthly passive income consistently, and he's stacking more silver every single day and has the ability to do more. I mean, with what we bring to the table, I don't know where you can go in this industry and find something structured in this way with all the tools and systems that we put in place as of yesterday, and where we are now with the ability to generate unlimited amount of income. When we go to the revenue sharing plan, Fernando, and we look at the chart from $5 a day to as much as $15,000 a day, I've always said I call that my fixed income chart. Why do I call it that? Because I honestly can fix my income to be whatever I desire it to be. I know the number of people that I need in my organization. I know what the daily pay looks like. I know what monthly looks like. I know what annual income looks like with this thing. I mean, so if the goal is, I don't know, what's the goal? $1,000 a day. And if that is the goal, you're talking 1,800 people in your organization. That's $30,000 a month. So 1,800 people, if that's your target, you find some like-minded individuals that can see clearly that 1,800 people in their lives as well, that $1,000 a month in their, a day in their life, and you guys begin to run toward that. How long does it take to build a team that big? I mean, so it's the sky's the limit is what I'm saying. There's nothing that's holding us back from getting where we need to be. And the more I look at the 2-star regional position, which I'm blessed to have achieved, and without you, Fernando, and all the others that are on the team, it would have never happened. But that's 480 people. And you think about 480 people to make $300 a day, $9,000 a month, over $100,000 a year. 480 people is not a lot of people.
It sure isn't. And now, Dr. G.W. Parker, I want to take you back in what we got to understand from this concept here. Yeah, we all like to make the money, But remember, the money is in the relationships building. And the reason why I mentioned that is because let me bring you back to the story of Randy. How long have you known Randy?
5 years, sir.
How long has he been in MWR?
5 years. This is how we met.
Why do you think he's been around for that long?
Well, I mean, it was the atmosphere, it was the environment, it was the training, it was the relationships that he was able to build. He attended all the events. He met from the top down, the CEO, the founder, and everyone else. And so it was a comfortable place for Randy, to be able
Okay.
to dream again and to really grow and go for something.
So when did he activated precious metals, silver rental agreements?
In October.
October. So you mean to tell me that from October until now, you guys have been friends, mingle in the business, enjoying a good time? I mean, I know Randy for quite some time too. And seeing that Randy, his efforts of being here, but he wasn't here because he was forced to be here. He loves being here. Now he's reaping the rewards of all the changes, and look at where he's at. As a matter of fact, you alluded to what was it earlier today or yesterday that he already received his check.
Yeah. So he hung around, Fernando, and they say stick and stay until you get your pay. And Randy did just that. But here's the thing: it was the silver component, the leasing program, that moved him more than anything else. Now he's activated all of his services. He's seen some phenomenal things happening with his credit score. He's got some investment vehicles, the PRA, the DCA, all of those things are working for him. He's paid debt off early, so he was a product of the product. But as it relates to the growing a business, he hadn't had a lot of success there. But when the silver component came to the platform, something triggered in him. And I'm still trying to get him to help me understand what it was that moved him to take such a bold step. So everything he's wanted to do in the way of generating income, passive income, residual income with MWR, he did it in one shot with the investment in
Wow.
silver.
Wow. So
So
right
what
now,
he's done,
basically,
he condensed time frames. He took 5 years of effort and in a matter of months put himself in a position where he's generating the level of income that he desires. And he's not done.
of course not. Now think about it. He's putting in more weekly, right? But see,
Yes.
I just want everybody to understand that this is not a getting rich quick and not even a getting rich slow either. Okay, this is something that is built through time. It's compounded effort. It's see, some will work faster in regards to the compensation plan, some others the services. As long as we can hold people here, see, this will guarantee you residual income. That's why you have been able to enjoy 8 years of your life where you fire your boss after 2 years, replacing your the job income with MWR. And you have been a part of this process, enjoying walk away income all this time. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is the thing that you have to understand about what is it that we're all about, right? We came in different than Randy. We came in from a company that wasn't doing well. So what did we have to do? Find a good company. So you never know when the time is right. You got Randy on your team. You got us in your team. You know why? Because you never quit.
Mm.
You never quit. You prepare yourself. You endured the process. You enjoyed the process. And here you are reaping the rewards. Now, finally, the company is putting all this together. The compensation plan that he has now, it didn't have it before in regards to all the bonuses he's paying out. Come on, for you that have been here, more than 3 years that are here in the platform, I salute you, and I respect you. You know why? Because you have really endured the process. Like we also have Cassandra, right? I remember Cassandra when I came in. She didn't even know how to talk on a microphone, camera. Now she's exposing her ideas. I mean, Coach T came in and he speed up the process, got to the ring fast. He inspired us. You see, don't compare yourself. Appreciate the stories of everyone, because if you are here and you're getting started right now, you know why you're going to stay here, because we are a family. We support each other. The compensation plan, it's a plus, but relationship building for us is everything.
I like what you're saying when you talk about relationships, Fernando, because what we have the opportunity to do is build relationships that will last a lifetime, that would go far beyond just MWR. You know, my relationship with you, my relationship with Randy, Cassandra, Slim Wooten, the list is long. All of these people here, we will be friends for life. And because we
Exactly.
met on common ground, we all are dreamers. We desire to do great things with our lives. We want to impact the world in a positive way. We want to create inheritances and leave legacies. So that's why we're here together. We're all going to this, wanting to go at least to the same place, and we've chosen MWR as the vehicle to get us there. And that's what brings
Exactly.
us all together. And that's why Fernando is so committed to team. And I saw that early on. The first few weeks that you were with me, I saw a work ethic that I'd never seen before. But not only that, I saw someone who had incredible compassion for people. You were committed never to leave anybody behind, whatever it took. If they weren't
Yeah.
turning the corner, you stayed with them until they figured it out, and they turned the corner. And doing so, I saw you leave money on the table. And but it caught up with you. But I mean, I'm like, what is this guy doing? But it inspired me. It moved me. And so I've adopted that same philosophy thanks to you. We're in this together, and we want everybody that's a part of it with us to win. And here's the beautiful part of the structure of the business as it relates to us getting paid. I can't make a dime until you make a dollar. It's just that simple.
Exactly.
If you're not successful, then I won't be successful. So it is
Exactly.
in my best interest to assist you in every way that I can to help you succeed.
Yeah, that's this structure right here. The biggest numbers come from the bottom right here. So what the company is doing right now, Dr. GW Parker, they're protected this section right here with the system. See, this right here is the top compensation plan. A lot of people see it the other way around. You gotta see the $5 a day, the top position. See, you don't go up, you go down. That's one thing that you have to understand in our industry. You go down. And the more you go down, this compensation plan will eventually look like this, and you're gonna think, oh, I'm at the top. No, you're at the bottom. You're at the bottom because you're holding the entire structure right here with these numbers. So what are you holding? $5, 20, 50, 100. This is what your organization holds. So you have to go 15 levels deep. That's why we have to understand how to hold $5 a day. So when we learn to
Mm.
understand how to hold five, we're holding 20. And as we're holding 20, we're holding 50. So 50 levels deep doesn't mean deep down the line. It means you are here protecting the entire compensation plan with the system. And now that we have the system in place, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, see, I've been in this industry for 31 years, and I can understand one thing: depth. You got to go wide until depth starts to take care of itself. And there's
It
going to
it
be
it take
people that are going to, yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say it takes on a life of its own. Honestly, it's the most amazing thing that I've ever seen. But that getting back to that $5 a day, that $5 a day, Fernando, is proof of concept, right? Because when the first triggered for me and I made $5, I said I can do 20. And so I went to work, talked to some more people, and I hit $20 a day. I was like, let's see what it feels like at 50. So I hit the 36 people and 50, and then it began to really take off and grow from there because there were others that I was sponsoring to the business that were grasping the concept as well. But the $5, like you say, is the start. And that's the proof of concept that the system works and what we've got in place is effective.
Sure did. And here's a testimonial on that, on what you're saying. Anna wanted to see $5 a day. Remember?
Yep.
The minute that she saw $5 a day, how long did it take her to get to $200?
90 days, my friend. She lost her
90
mind.
days.
I mean, because and her it triggered in her just like it did to me. The proof of concept was there. $5. I make that every single day. Now let's run with this thing. And within 90 days of you sponsoring her, she hit regional director, $200 a day, $6,000 a month. That's $73,000 a year. How many of us know people that make $73,000 a year and can do that in 90 days? You want to talk about an insane compensation plan or revenue sharing plan. Yeah, you mentioned it earlier. This thing is built for speed. And once again, that's proof that it can be done because it has been done already. And there are others who've exceeded that and are making far more money. I mean, it's simple. Um, it cuts right through the chase. You don't need a whole lot of people to make it happen. You just need some like-minded individuals that are hungry. You find
That's it.
those and you run. I met with a group of people the other day, and like I said earlier, I love the compensation plan, love the investment, love all that stuff. But this is the key right here for me, man. It's this. And if I had people that would join me in business, I've got a couple of guys right now that say, Gerald, I'm good on the services. I got that piece figured out, right? But what I want is this money, the ability to generate this income. And that's what they're after. And this is what they're going after. And they'll pick up
Wow.
at some point later and look at the services as they need them. They're taking advantage of the CPA, but they have no interest in any of the other pieces because, again, they came to the table for this and they see it clearly.
Definitely. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, it's a good thing that right now that we are putting time into understanding the compensation plan, because the more you're able to understand the compensation plan, as you were talking about the compensation plan, I was moving the screen for you. It was like you were moving the screen yourself. You know why? Because we are connected. Why are we connected? Because you've taught me well from the beginning. So that's why I've been able to understand this entire compensation plan. You can be talking about the compensation plan, and you tell me what you're talking about. If it's customers, we'll go to customers right away. If I hear customers come out of your mouth, we'll go to customers. You see, that's duplication. We call this duplication. So you can lead, and I can just move the screen and know exactly what you're talking about. That's how good you got to get into understanding the compensation plan. This is the first math you need to learn. Yeah, precious metals is good. Shifting expenses to income is good. But if you understand the compensation plan, everything else will fall into place. This is
I
basically the initiation of understanding how to achieve wealth. Because if you have enough funds, say for instance, let's look at the compensation plan. You're generating $1,000 a day. Can you put some of this money in precious metals? Can you get out of debt?
absolutely,
Right? Can you move
absolutely,
from a zip code
yes,
that you don't like living in to a zip code you like to live
yes,
in?
yes,
Right? So
yeah,
imagine, and all it takes is 1,800 people, not directly to you, 1,800 people that understand $5 a day, $20 a day, $50 a day. Before you know it, numbers are going to be up here. You know why? Because you got all these figures in your organization that have understood $5 a day, which is the starting point of all achievement.
Fernando, I mean, you said it right there. That makes so much sense. But and I think we talked about this on our platform the other night, actually last night, that we need to become a 3-star executive director factory. We need to start putting out 3-star directors like tomorrow's not coming, and help people get there at 36 people on their team, $50 a day, $1,500 a month. You get somebody at that point, you think they're going anywhere? Absolutely not. You want proof of concept? You put $50 a day consistently in somebody's hand from this revenue sharing program. Now you can build on something. So if we produce enough 3-star executive directors, because again, at 3-star, that opens the door to all of the other bonuses, the weekly
Yep.
bonuses, lifestyle bonuses. You're eligible for all of that now. And then when you start sharing in that revenue, it gets even bigger. But we
Yep.
produce enough 3-star executive directors, you could blow this business up.
Right here. This
There you
is
go.
this is why you need to break the compensation plan open completely. When you see your $30 coming from your 36 memberships that you've actually achieved instructed, this right here is going to be added money. Now think about this. If you're generating $30 per enrollment on your team, no matter what level they're in, and the excitement is high, you get an additional $300 on someone that is not a 2-star executive director. So you're generating $300
Yep.
times 6, another $180 in addition to your residual income, your $50 per day, $1,500 per month. Just think about that for a quick minute. I can
Wow.
only see, Dr. G.W. Parker, by looking at this, comparing the compensation plan of the previous company at 21,000 people strong, this right here, besides the residual income, would be so much money because we got to the point of enrolling 1,500 to 2,000 people per month. So think about these numbers entering another on top of whatever they were paying out. This compensation plan on top of whatever you're generating residual income, say 1,000 people, right? That's why we have got to take the time to understand the plan right here, $10,000. You got 2,000 people enrolling every month because you got so much momentum. You're going to be triggering all these bonuses right here and right here, right there. You will be at this level right here, 140. And whatever your team is bringing, 2,000 people are going to be coming from all these levels right below you, and you're going to override all this. And the ones that are not 2 stars on your team that you're building, another $300 many times over, week after week after week after week, on top of your residual income.
Fernando, when your team gets that big, you can actually live off your residual and invest all your bonuses, or vice
That's it.
versa. I mean, honestly, the income is ridiculous. But we've got the structure to put this in place, and people can realistically achieve this. This is not far-fetched at all. This is doable. For
It sure
those who
is.
want to really dig in and go get it, it's doable. And I'm not done. I've chosen my number on this chart, and I'm going for that number, and I'll make that happen. And I need that to finish the work that that God has for me. And I'm going to use this as the vehicle to do it.
All right. Now, Dr. G.W. Parker, you can count us in. We're doing it together. We're going to push you. You're going to pull us. We're going to get this done together. That's the objective of what we're all about. So, like you said, if I cannot make $1, you cannot make 10 cents, right?
Right.
Exactly. So look, ladies and gentlemen, remember, you are MWR Spartans. We're not talking to anybody that doesn't see the bigness. We know you all see the bigness here. We got to do our assignments. We need to do our assignments. Watch this video as many times as Embry has watched it, 4 or 5 times, and even more, and listen to the 43 minutes, 28-second training. I'm gonna do this, Dr. G.W. Parker. I normally hear, self-improvement stuff at the gym, but in the morning, as soon as I wake up, I'm going to sit down in my computer. I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna go and match it up with right here. Where is that? Where's the training? I was just showing the screen training.
Yes, sir.
Oh, here. So I'm gonna
Yep.
match this up right here, ladies and gentlemen. An assignment. See, I'm doing it. I'm not asking you to do something I'm not willing to do. I'm gonna play this here, and I'm gonna click on this here. And as soon as Mike starts to talk, I'm gonna do exactly as he does, and I will start to read on this right here as he's having this conversation. You know why? Because we're gonna master this system. And the only way to master a system is you gotta educate yourself. I'm sorry, I'm hearing
Yeah.
some background.
Yeah, but I say give it, let's give it 90 days. Let's all agree to jump in together and
Yep.
follow this system. I mean, to the T, without deviation.
Just a second. I'm hearing background noise. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Okay, got it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dr. GW.
So without deviating from the system, let's commit to it and see where it takes us. Because I know it can get us to the other side, but this is the new way that you build now. And people will say, well, I've got it figured out. Well, if you had it figured out already, you'd be at $15,000 a day. And most people are not. So maybe it's time for us to look at a different way to go about this and take the advice of seasoned experts who have made $250,000 a month in this industry and are making that today using this same platform. So I'm willing to give it a shot because I want that kind of growth in my organization. I went to sleep with that thing in my ear the other day, 43 minutes. I've listened to it 5 times already. I'm going to get it ingrained in me. I'm going to execute it. I'm going to take the action necessary and do it. And I encourage everyone on our team to do the exact same thing.
Well,
Let's become one at this and watch the explosion happen.
Dr. GW, here's what I know. Every actor that is given a role of a movie, they gotta memorize a thick book of scripts.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they make so much money? Because they become that one person that they're responsible to become, and they get paid well. So why wouldn't we want to learn this system as quick as yesterday if it's willing to pay us $15,000 per day? You just got to learn to follow the system to the T. I'm putting all my trust in our team leader, Dr. G.W. Parker, our CEO. They're putting this for us. All right. and it's not too much to ask. We're talking about $15,000 a day. Who wouldn't want to learn a system like that that has the capacity to pay $15,000 per day? I'm mastering it. I'm learning it. I'm right by your side, and I'm pretty sure everyone that is here tonight is going to do the same thing. I want you to put fire emojis. We're talking to Spartans tonight. We're not talking to everybody. It's the Spartans that are here tonight. Put fire emoji if you're going to go all out mastering the system in the chat. Come on. Come on, leaders.
Fernando,
We got 39
while,
leaders here tonight.
while we wait on that, to answer your question, the Spartan leader, King Leonidas, that's who he was, King
Yes,
Leonidas.
King. There you go.
And that is truly still one of my favorite movies. But it's time, guys, for us to buckle down and really finish this. But the other example you gave, you said actors have to learn these scripts, and that's why they make so much money. But those actors also, you've seen them become the person, right? I mean, they're so ingrained in it. They soak it all in, and they almost become the person they're portraying. I've seen some excellent actors do that. Pretty fascinating to see that happen. So I want to be able to do the same thing with this system. I want to eat and sleep it. I want to breathe it. I want to become it. And I have to put the necessary time in for that to happen. But I'm willing to do that to get the results that I know will come by doing that very thing.
Dr. GW, every time I hear your words, it's like when you say I, you're talking to me. And I'm pretty sure you're talking to everyone here tonight. I means all of us, ladies and gentlemen. Coach T, obviously, you guys are leading the way with the ring. I mean, it's an amazing, inspiring story of each and every one of you guys. But most importantly, seeing the ring in everyone's hands here tonight. That's the objective of it. I mean, how bad do you want it? I want it bad enough. And you know that, Dr. G.W. Parker, since we came in, we haven't stopped because we know what it takes to make it. It takes what you just talked about right now. If you want to become the hero of your family, and that's the role you're going to play as an actor of MWR, you definitely have to master the system. You really got to get it into you, act it, become it, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to get paid, whatever you want to get paid.
Fernando,
Ron?
yeah,
Yes.
if I can make a quick comment, would you please go back to the 43-minute slide for the video? I want to show you something that, first off, that was fabulous, what you've just done here, but also that 43-minute video is an extremely informative video. I listened to it today. What I found for me, I don't know if it's my computer, but if you're playing that 43-minute video, you can't back up on it. At least I couldn't. So the solution is to go to the 3 dots, click on the 3 dots, and you'll see download. Download that to your computer or your phone, and then open it with another player, like in Windows Player. And if you do that, then you'll have a big slide and you can move it back and forward, because he'll say things during that video that you really want to say, wait, what did he say? I really want to hear that again. And it's well worth listening to that video probably 3 or 4 times at least, because it's really good.
Ron, thank you so much.
Welcome.
You guys see, Ron is paying attention.
Yep.
Thank you, Ron.
You're welcome.
I know we had someone else raising their hand. I think I saw, was it Vanessa? Thank you, Ron.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think it was Vanessa Chan.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's all right.
But
anyone else? Hey, Dr. GW and Coach T, since you guys, already have the privilege to show those rings, do you have your ring handy there with you so you can get us excited about? There you go. See, guys, there's one. Dr. GW, where's yours?
I gotta go get it. But yeah.
Coach T, any words? How do you feel about the system?
Hey, look, the system, first of all, is flawless. Well, thank you for, the opportunity to speak, to even ask for my participation. I always come as a new person. I don't come as a ring earner. I come as a QMD. I come as a Spartan. That's my mindset. And with whatever I do, so we can actually know that it keeps you humble because we've been entrusted with something that can save so many lives, especially what's happening around the world. Now we have global reach with what we do with precious metals, but with also an incredible compensation, or I like to say a reward system for sharing the good news. There is a reward. I reflect back to even in biblical times, there was always a reward for the heroes, even like King David. He was rewarded to slay the Goliath and his brothers. And the reason that's how he became the second in command of an entire kingdom from being a simple shepherd. So I know it's a kingdom system that we're operating in. And I want everybody on this line to know that you have a responsibility when you have this level of information. You do not have to sell it. All you do is follow the system and you share this information. This is a very unique opportunity, unlike other opportunities that's categorized in this space called networking, professional networking, network marketing, call whatever you want. We actually have something that can save so many lives of even people that are doing other things out there that need everything that we have. So I take it very serious, and I take it serious to show up on these calls, even if sometimes I'm not able to actually speak because I'm on doing some other things. But I make sure, and Fernando said it best, I will never ask someone to do something that I'm not willing to do first. I heard that's called a hypocrite, okay? I will never ask someone to do something that I was not willing to do first. That's why I say, everybody on here, you are worthy of the ring. It's not your fault. We got to get past that.
Sparta! Oh,
Spartan. It's not our fault that we're in a system that's been designed for you to lose and not to actually win intentionally. I don't want to get to the history of the country because we can go a little bit longer, but there is a plan that has set most of us and put a lid on our head. It's called the law of the lid. Read there's other books you can read. John C. Maxwell, he talks about the law of the lid. And we all have been placed a lid, whether it's a $50,000 a year lid, a $20,000 a year lid, $1 million lid. And you've been programmed that you are worth a certain amount because you don't know your fullest potential. And it's been by design for you to actually be on this call to know that you are worthy. I love how the new presentation starts because it lets you know it's not our fault. I know most people do not succeed in life because of what they've been programmed. Doesn't matter about how many college degrees you got, how much education you got, or even somehow somebody's paying you X amount of dollars. You will always go to your level of what you believe you're worth. It's called, we're going to show you how to raise that level. It's like a glass of water. We're going to show you how to raise the line or the dot and raise it higher. So now you know that you're worthy. And I believe that we're so powerful. I believe most of us are sometimes scared of what we're capable of. Okay. So I just wanted to speak to that because 90% of what we're dealing with is between here. I submit to this system. Submit meaning submission under a mission. Mission means vision, by the way. If you look up the word text, I submit to this vision. I submit to this mission. I'm in submission because that's where protection is. Spoken word, submission, and unity. You cannot lose in a system like this. This is a proven system. I encourage everybody to rethink how you operate and follow the system. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money, and then focus. Follow one course until successful. I'm giving you the secret of how I actually got a PhD, a public high school diploma, because that's all I ever needed, to be honest with you, because my grandmother always said, you are a king, you're worthy, you're worthy, you're worthy. We have to say that to ourselves. Sometimes it's self-talk. So with that being said, I like to let everybody know on here, we're in the best opportunity. The best training system is documented. It has created thousands of millionaires, wealthy people following the same format. We just brought it to the 21st century. I know exactly where they got it from too. All right.
Wow.
So you're learning from the best of the best. And really, this is simple to get. We just have to get this right. Right. This is very simple to get. Right, Gerald? Right, Dr. Parker? It's all here. If you know how powerful you are, and that's what we want you to know by setting the right example and showing you how to follow a system that all the leaders have submitted to. Okay. I like to give a tip. I'm actually a professional musician. I've had to sometimes learn songs overnight. I'm a professional guitar player and bass player, keyboard, whatever I need to do. All right. And I'm going to give a secret. And Dr. Parker actually said it. The secret to learning something overnight or instantly is to go to sleep with this 42-minute and 28-second video at a low volume while you're going to sleep. And I'm going to share with you why. I'm going to share with you why. We said have to learn 20 songs that way. We just play it while we're sleeping. It's the secret. I'm giving you a secret from a professional musician. When you actually sleep, your flesh is asleep. So your reasoning, your conscious mind is sleeping, but your subconscious mind is absorbing. I used to learn how to read books that way. You place it under your pillow and then you lay on the book and that's how you can actually learn the book. I'm just kind of giving some old school tips here. Now you can choose to believe it or not. But if you really want to learn this system, I encourage how many people on this call? I'm going to challenge everyone because everybody on here, if you're still on here, you're a Spartan. There's 38 people on here. Good. Absolutely. So I'm holding you and I'm going to take a screenshot of everybody on here too. Everybody tonight, before you lay down to rest, cue that video up or the audio in the back office. Play it at a low volume while you're going to sleep. Now, if you want a double dose, put it on a loop. That's for the serious people. And go to sleep with this near you. Now, I didn't say put your earpiece on or nothing like that, but just lay it to the side of the bed. Lay it near you somewhere and just let it be playing because your subconscious never sleeps. And your conscious mind actually is always resisting. It's trying to figure things out. It's because once you program your subconscious, it overrides your conscious, actually. So that was just my tip of the day from things that I know to be true. And I challenge everyone on here to do the same thing tonight. So with that being said, and do it every night, by the way, if you really want to absorb it, do it every night. That's how the actors really learn their scripts, to be honest with you. They actually go to sleep with the scripts. Say, how do you read at night? Your subconscious reads, whether you know it or not. That's my tip of the day. So with that being said, back to you and get one of these, everybody on here, all 38 people on here tonight, because this is where we change and the world right now with what we have. Back to you, fellas.
Wow.
I'm gonna do that tonight, Coach T, and I'm gonna put me $100 bill under my pillow.
That too. We do more sleeping than we do awake. It's always opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Subconscious powerful.
We're spirits with a soul in a body. So who's the first? Your spirit, you. Just think about it. You'll figure it out in a minute.
Coach Steve, we got to hear from you more often.
Hey, you will. I just, when I'm available, I can always, I'm always going to chime in. I always got it playing somewhere. I have a lot of projects, but there's no excuse. I will be here. I'm always here.
Thank you, Coach T. Appreciate those jewels, man. Wow. Okay. Dr. GW, any words to kind of wrap things up?
Man. Listen, this guy always drops nuggets when he shows up. So we're grateful. And guys, you're talking to a seasoned veteran in this industry who's planting his flag with MWR and is having a tremendous amount of success in short periods of time too. We're not talking long-term propositions with this. You can knock this thing out if you really want it. He sees it clearly. And imagine, finding the next Coach T, the person that you walked by today and didn't introduce this concept to, the guy you saw at the grocery store or the gas station. I mean, you're the guy working beside you in the cubicle that you've yet to share this idea with. could be the next Coach T. You want to explode your business? I mean, I've witnessed it, you know, in real time, firsthand, as it relates to what one person can do for your business. Fernando Ramirez took my business to a whole new level. One man took me from a district position to a 2-star regional in a matter of just a few months. Crazy, but one man, one person, and you never know who that person is. So share the opportunity, talk with people about it, show them what you have, and let people make their own decisions. But you never know who you're in the company of. Coach
Can I
Steve,
add one thing to that right there? You just said something very
course.
powerful. I'm going to share with everybody on this line. There are a lot of professionals or seasoned. I've been in the industry since 1989, 1990. So I got 30 plus years in this industry of a lot of personal training and books and development and things like that. And a lot of people are walking out there like myself, like Mr. Parker, Dr. like Fernando, and a lot of professionals that are looking for systems. We're looking for, I'm letting you know, if you share the system with a seasoned veteran, they'll blow your business up. You'll be on the front of a freight train and not even, how did I get here? And they're walking by you every single day because we're scared to approach people because we haven't been running a system. We've been trying to sell what we do. You show a veteran a system, they'll make you a millionaire.
Wow.
How I got in this opportunity had nothing to do with somebody actually piquing me. I found the individual because they were smart enough to leave their information where it said, just call me if you want more information. I'm letting you know you can't figure this out when you're in the human relationship business. Follow the system and people will show up and make you look like a superstar. Wow. That's my last word.
Absolutely. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. I mean, come on. Seriously, it makes sense. And now that we've got the system in place, let's take full advantage of it, maximize this. Fernando, what an incredible training tonight, man. Thank you so much for the invitation to share this space with you. Coach T, as always, truly, we honor you, my friend. You bring a great deal of knowledge to this platform. So we're excited, guys. I told you we had a solid team here. We're going to pour into you. We're going to root for you. We're going to cheer for you. We're going to do everything we can to get you across the finish line. You've just got to be committed to it. And you got to want to get there. And all we ask is that you come to this platform with a made up mind.
That's it. That's it. You come with a made up mind.
Yep.
Most definitely. Now, there's another assignment. Coach T, thank you so much. I'm going to do exactly as you said it. I'm going to go to sleep with it, low sound, fall asleep, and just let my subconscious mind absorb it and watch what's going to happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a serious assignment for all of us. So now, tomorrow, we got an event of events. Mr. Eric Wilner, Dr. G.W. Parker. See, we have to invite folks to show up. Remember, we grow from event to event. If there's 38 of us tomorrow, we should double or triple the numbers. Based on what we're taking tonight from Coach T, Dr. G.W. Parker, there's no way we couldn't double or triple the numbers. As Spartans, that's exactly what we do. Count me in because I'm going to work my list like there's no tomorrow. After I'm going to sleep tonight with the assignment that Coach T gave us, tomorrow we're going to hit those phones. We're going to do whatever it takes to pack the house. All right, so we can make sure that we give a good representation of what we're taking with us tonight. That's all I wanted to say. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, microphones are open, cameras are open. If you want to say good night, now's the time to do it. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night. Amazing training. Awesome. Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good stuff.
Wow, amazing.
Good night, everybody. Awesome training.
Awesome training.
Spartan.
Buenas noches, amigos. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Good night.
Buenas noches.
Fantastic training. Appreciate it.
Awesome training. Yes.
Bye, Marvin.
Yeah, I can't get off my speaker. I mean my camera. All right now, y'all. Peace.
All right, good night.
All right, good night.
Bye, everyone.
Good
Cassandra.
night.
Hi.
Slim.